Hey guys, Trevor here, and I'm going to give you a review of being an Uber driver is like. So, I signed up for Uber back in 2013 when I needed to make some money part time while I was working on my internet business, and I had quit my day job, so I really didn't have like a way to make money besides my internet business. I was thinking about doing freelancing, but I decided that instead of going the route of freelancing, I would start driving for Uber. And Uber is cool because you can start driving with very minimal experience. You just need to know how to drive a car. And thanks to phones and GPSs, you can easily get around town and give directions and stuff like that without having a whole lot of experience in your local area. So it really doesn't matter what city you live in because you're going to be using your cell phone and GPS to get around. So the sign up process was fairly easy. I just went through the app and signed up for it. They did a little background check on me. It took a week or two, and then I got started. So started driving the car around and picking people up and dropping them off. Back then, Uber was a lot less expensive than it is now. And so I really didn't make that much money doing it. So I decided to sign up for Lyft also, which is another ride sharing app. And Lyft is really cool because it was a little bit more money back then and it had a whole different rider base as well. I have a separate review on signing up for Lyft and doing that as well, so you can check that out. But for Uber, is a kind of a different process, different customer base. Generally speaking, more customers, more people would call Ubers. So, the lower price made up for it with higher volume. But the thing about it is everybody that drove for got Uber rides are generally less friendly, and they just kind of hop in the back seat and don't really say anything the whole ride. Whereas with Lyft, it's usually friendlier people. Sometimes they even jump in the front seat and hang out with you and talk the whole time. So there's a whole different riding experience. Some days I wouldn't even feel like talking to anybody. I just wanted to drive people around to make money. So that was perfectly fine with me. So besides that, the experience was pretty good. We moved around a lot in the last few years, and we started doing Uber in Long Beach, California. Long Beach has lots of nightclubs and bars, so it's a really good place to drive nights and to get lots of fares that way. So just driving back and forth between downtown Long Beach and Belmont Shores is not bad. You make maybe $5 per ride usually. So generally speaking, if as long as you're going to do longer rides with Uber, it's worth it. Some of the downfalls, of course, are putting a lot of miles on your car, and having to pay for expenses in between. Gas is expensive and stuff like that. So giving a ride from Long Beach all the way to LAX, for instance, maybe it netted me about $20, whereas the gas and the maintenance and the food it would cost me just to perform all the work would cost close to that as well. So it would be worth it if I did a lot of rides in one night, long rides, and I made $50 to $100 in a night. It wasn't really worth it if I only did a few rides in one night because it would just burn up so much gas and I would have to eat and it put so many miles on the car that it just didn't make sense. Now, after a while, we started putting on so many miles on our car that it started having problems with like the brakes and stuff like that, and we had to get oil changes, and it just became cost prohibitive to do the Uber driving anymore. So we ended up actually selling our car and selling the rest of our stuff, and then going and traveling over to Chiang Mai, Thailand, to live out there for a few months to grow our internet business some more. And luckily, it did get off the ground, and we're now making a full-time income online. But ride-sharing apps really helped us get there, and Uber specifically because there's just so many rides. I remember some nights I would go from 8 p.m. all the way to 3 a.m. because there was just so many people on the app trying to get home and trying to go out to the bars and stuff like that. So it would go between Long Beach and Huntington Beach some nights, Long Beach and West LA some nights, and yeah, it's really really great platform to drive on. It's fun. You can make money on the side. You can make money during your own time. You can choose your own hours. You can take breaks whenever you want to. You just have to close out of the app, and that's it. And really, it's nice. So just don't expect a full-time income. That's my number one advice. And just do it for part-time income on the side. And, I also use it to meet other people, too. I actually met a lot of cool people driving for Uber. One such guy was the co-founder of a virtual reality media company, and I talked to him a lot and networked a little bit, and turns out he was doing a thing with Tony Hawk, and I'm a skateboarder, so I actually got in there with him and got to film a little bit behind the scenes, and I have a video on my YouTube channel about that day, and it was really amazing. Got to meet him and the whole Birdhouse Skateboards team, and the guy, his name is Dan Saxton, and he's a really cool guy, but I met him just doing an Uber ride. So just be open-minded and be friendly, and you never know who you're going to meet, and it's really fun having the conversations with people and stuff, and that actually made the less money more worth it in the long run is just the ability to meet new people and have a great time with it, and make better people skills as well. Today, I just noticed in the last week or so, Uber actually added the ability to tip the drivers. So as a driver now, you can receive tips directly through the app, and they're still going to have a messaging feature directly between the driver and passenger as well, I heard. So definitely look forward to that. And if you're thinking about becoming an Uber driver, you can sign up through my link and you'll get a special bonus. It changes every so often, but it's at least a few $100 bonus sign up, and it's really worth it. Obviously gets you started and gets driving more often with that nice little bonus there. So sign up through my link to get that bonus, and good luck out there. And let me know what you think, and if you have any questions or tips or advice you need, just comment below in the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more cool reviews and videos like this one. Take care, guys.